blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
What's up, guys? My name is Brendan, and this is Student of the Community. In this series, you guys send me your clips through Instagram's direct messenger, and then I give you the best tips I can. That way, we're all able to learn from each other and become students of the entire tricking community. And guys, keep submitting your clips because there's a new episode coming out every Friday. So with that said, let's get started. Our first clip comes from Dez, and he sent us a video of his scoot full. He says he's really struggling to get the technique, and it puts a lot of strain on his knees. He wants to progress to a double, so let's give him some tips and help him out along his journey. Dez, that was a good scoot full, and you could easily progress to the dub. But there are a few changes I want you to make in your technique, and they are in your set and your arms. In your set, I want you to focus more of a backflip, focusing on the hollow body to arch body transition and spotting forward as you're jumping and getting the flip for the full. When it comes to your arms, I noticed you rushed that twist super early. Rather, next time you do your scoot full, push off the ground super hard and then drive your arms more vertically. That will give you a little bit more flip. You had a nice tight twist and you did a good job of bringing your arms in. But if you set with more flip in the beginning by bringing your arms up and focusing on that core change, you will have a lot more flip. And if you have more flip, you'll be landing more upright and you won't put nearly as much strain on your knees or your lower back. So if you fix those things, I think your technique will be a lot safer, more consistent, you won't be in as much pain, and it'll be easier to progress to the double. Our second clip comes from Sarnis, and he sent us a video of his cart full Shuriken-Cutter. He says he has a good cart full Shuriken and cart full hyperhook, but he's struggling to do them both. So let's check it out and give him some tips. First, I want to say you did a good job of executing the variation, but I see what you mean. You could make those kicks a lot more prominent. Here is what I would focus on. First, you did a great job of setting with a ton of power when you did your cartwheel and when you were going into the full Shuriken-Cutter. But you could get a little bit more power if you did a faster cartwheel and did a little bit less travel by blocking your momentum forward. Other than that, you did a great job when you were doing your set. When it came to the first kick, the Shuriken, you did a good job of bringing the leg out, but you need to open up your arms. When you do a Shuriken full, you open up your arms to slow your twist to make the Shuriken kick more prominent. And you need to do that when you do the cart full Shuriken-Cutter. When it comes to the hyperhook at the very end of the skill, it's the same thing. Between the Shuriken, you need to squeeze your arms in to twist you around, but after that kick comes out, you need to open them up to do the hyperhook. If you open up your arms when performing the hyperhook, you'll be able to land with a lot more control. Not only that, but you could then move your arms in opposition to give your kick a little bit more martial value, have it kick more across your target, and that way you land in a bigger body position so you can land a little bit more slowly and with more control. But if you do those tips, your cart full Shuriken-Cutter should be a lot better. And it's already really good. You did a good job of executing the variation, but you could make it a little bit bigger just by focusing on the things I mentioned earlier. Our third clip comes from Bryce, and he sent us a video of his Hyper B-Twist. He says he wants some tips to evolve the Hyper B-Twist to a double B-Twist. So let's help him out. that was a well-executed hyper B-twist. But if you want to evolve it to the double, there are a few things you need to fix. The first is your set. When you were performing the hyper B-twist, you did a good job of performing the U-dip and jumping just like a butterfly kick. But you could do a slightly better job of extending your arms and kicking back with your back leg. If you can kick stronger and with a straighter leg, you will get more height in the hyper B-twist. When it came to your twisting position, you did a good job of looking towards your twisting side, but you could have brought in your arms a little bit tighter. And you could have brought your legs in a lot tighter. The tighter you can bring in your legs, your arms, and your whole body, the faster you will spin. The last thing I think you really need to focus on is your momentum and blocking. You had a lot of horizontal momentum going into the hyper B-twist. You did a good momentum step and you did a nice job braking as you performed the U-dip. But you traveled a huge distance when you performed the hyper B-twist. That showed me that you did not convert your horizontal momentum into vertical momentum. So next time you do your hyper B-twist, block your momentum a little bit forwards so that way you can travel less and get more height when performing the trick. But this was a good hyper B-twist, and you could definitely evolve it to the double. Just think about the things I said and keep working that hyper B-twist. Our fourth clip comes from Saqib, and he sent us a video of his cheat 720, or cheat 540 hook in TKT. Let's give him some tips and help him improve. First, I want to say that was a solid cheat 540 hook, but you could easily improve this trick. Here are the things that I would focus on. First, your hesitation. When you went into your cheat setup, it looked like you were a little bit hesitant. You had very small steps, you moved slowly, and your arms were very relaxed. Rather, you should be stepping with confidence, moving quickly and swinging those arms to generate momentum. If you're very hesitant and have a weak cheat setup, you're going to have a very weak cheat 540 hook. So next time you do that setup, be more confident. The next thing you should focus on is your arms. Like I said, with the cheat setup, they were very relaxed as you were setting up into the trick. You should be swinging them, using them to generate momentum. When you were in the air, you did a good job of bringing them in to twist you around, but as you performed the hook, your arms were super into your body. Rather, what I would recommend is open up your arms and move them in opposition as you perform the hook. That will slow your body down and make your kick look far more prominent. And you had a really good kick. You had strong martial technique. So keep working on it. If you get a little bit more power in that cheat setup and use your arms, you should have a super strong cheat 540 hook. Our fifth and final clip comes from Alex, and he sent us a video of his scoot cork. He says he's having this problem where his swing leg keeps crashing into the ground. So let's check him out and give him some tips on how he can avoid this issue. Alex, that was a good scoot cork, and this is a very common thing for trickers. I myself have pretty much broken my big toe doing the same thing, letting my swing leg kick into the ground. It is an extremely painful experience. And if you want to prevent it, there's a few things you should focus on when performing your cork. The first thing is, when you're landing, don't keep your arms in. When you land your cork, you want to land slowly and with control. And to do that, you should open up your arms to slow your twist. If you open up your arms and bring them back into an eagle, you'll be able to land your cork with far more control. The other thing you should focus on is swinging your leg at a slight axis. So instead of swinging your leg completely vertically, swing it slightly to the side so that way you don't kick the ground. And keep in mind, whenever you're performing a swing, do not point your toes. If you point your toes as you swing into the ground, you're going to murder your foot, and that is the last thing you want. So next time you do your scoot cork, focus on those things, and you shouldn't land kicking into the ground. But this was a great cork, so just do that and you should land a lot safer. Thank you guys so much for watching, and a special thank you to everybody who sent in their clips. If you want to get your clips featured on next week's Student of the Community, direct message them to me at Mastering Tricking. And if you're interested in getting personalized tricking analysis, where I go through your clips and I give you tips just like the ones I gave, please sign up to become a patron. The minimum donation is $10 a month. You get access to me directly through the Patreon Messenger, and you get a host of other perks, like exclusive content and discount codes. But if you guys can't afford to donate, I totally understand. Please just keep using the mass of free educational content I've created on YouTube. But thank you again for watching, and please have a lovely day.